Hi, welcome to my Steel Fan Gives Hope, the Facebook page on YouTube. So just a couple of things I want to talk about. One, Rotten Tomatoes. Two, the extended Batman family. Oh, wait a minute. Third one, Geoff John's comment that he's made recently about the DC Universe. But, so the first one is Rotten Tomatoes. Brett Ratner, I believe, Charles Roven and everybody else, they've all come out and, they don't like Rotten Tomatoes. They think it's bad for the business, bad for movie business. Gone are the days of real journalism, real critics that actually go into how good and bad a film is. But nowadays, people don't read those sort of reviews. What they do is some people go on to Rotten Tomatoes and then they look at the score. Now, sadly enough, I do know people that look on scores, not just Rotten Tomatoes, but IMDb and stuff, any sort of other web page that claims to know or a sort of percentage of how a film is doing and stuff. And people take note on that. People don't want to read some sort of big explanation on what's good or bad about a film. Where it falls for me is because people just look at the quick easy fix and the number. They don't actually go and look at all the individual reviews. Like Batman v Superman, it scored a low review on Rotten Tomatoes, but if you look at all the different sort of reviews, it's all petty wee things, and it's the majority of it doesn't really come from real critics. And the stuff that they didn't like about films is very small in nature, and that doesn't reflect onto the score. So most critics may have loved the film, but there were aspects of it that didn't like, and somehow it didn't compute onto the score. So that is my beef with that. As I said before in my other videos, do I believe Rotten Tomatoes should exist? No, and I was for that person closing down, but sadly he didn't have that right approach to close Rotten Tomatoes down, and just now it's too big a business to do it. It just annoys me that some people take that, that way of people. This is all I want to see Sharknado. Oh, wait a minute, it's got a great tomato score, fresh tomato. Sharknado, come on. Sci-fi, cheesy TV film. I'm watching just now Knight Rider, okay, the original series, and it is cheesy, it is bad, but there's still a wee heart in me that they grew up watching it, and it'll probably, if it goes to Rotten Tomatoes, it'll probably get a low score, because of its outdated sense, but that, to me, you've got to, and argue anyone that's with me watching Knight Rider, and the first thing they say, it was so cheesy and so bad, but there was a time it was really good. So it's, for me, bring back the real critics, bring back the ones that you would find in a newspaper and writes an article, so you can understand why that person has given it. Batman v Superman got great stars. It got 4 stars. The majority of the time it had 4 stars. The Sun newspaper in Britain gave it 5 stars. But again, that's just one individual that's given it, and who are we to listen to them? So please, if you know somebody that doesn't go and see a film just because of critics or a Rotten Tomato score, then please talk sense into them. And I'm quite behind these producers. I think producers and directors should come out and condemn these critics. Of course, they may be biased because it may be their film that has been put down, but somebody in the film industry should come out and say, maybe change the way you score these films, change the way it works. If you like a film, and if you, I mean, most of the critics in the sort of BVS score gave it a lot of good stars, but still it registered as a rotten. So the system for me isn't working, and I'm not just talking about Rotten Tomatoes. I'm talking about everything out there. Let's have a website where it's the full critical, journalistic response to a film, and if you want, and then find a critic that you like, and then read his article, write a couple of paragraphs, explaining the goods and the bads, and that is how you review a movie, and not just by a tomato score, because otherwise anyone can be a journalist. Second topic, Batman family. Okay, but we've been hearing stuff about the Batman extended movie universe, and how Batgirl and everything else, and it's all going back. Well, Batman is DC's greatest money making thing, but if you think back to what other characters are out there, if you think about Superman, if you think about Aquaman and stuff, they don't really, for me, they don't have that sort of big team family. Green Arrow may have Speedy, and we've got a TV series, and they've got Arsenal and stuff, but it's not been delved into deep enough, where Batman has had a big long history with the Robins and Nightwings and Batgirls and Batwoman, and it's constantly expanding. So if we can expand on the Batman universe, then we can expand on more and more movies. We can expand on not just but stories, like the Red Hood, like the story leading up to maybe the death of Joker and the Batman v Superman's suit when it kills him there. We have more of a in-depth look on that world, and we can see the criminals thanks to Suicide Squad. We can go into that, and who's not to say that we can't introduce then the Flash villains, because Flash has got a great cast of villains. But again, you look in the Flash family, and I think it would be kind of complicated for people that don't watch the TV show to realise who all these speedsters are. So it's a wee bit complicated. But maybe if we can introduce them through villain stories. And yeah, I mean, I'm big on Batman, but I'm also big on Superman. And I would like, Man of Steel's time. I would like Aquaman's time, and these movies will soon go there. We'll soon expand on these things. And you may have Flash fighting over a Batman villain, or Flash going into a Nightwing movie, and that's what's great about DC. They're not going to forget about standalone movies. You could have people cameos in films. I mean, you look at that Spider-Man Homecoming, to me, and even John Campion, the way he's been posting his websites, they're talking of, he sees that more of an Iron Man movie. So it can work, and it can work against you, but I think DC has got the strength to carry off a double act, rather than Marvel, has a long history of just standalone characters. Also listed, somebody mentioned on my page that Marvel has taken so long to build up the universe, and they're taking their time. That is just a lot of nonsense. For once, I have seen that. I have seen the Marvel films, and for me, it wasn't worth the wait to get to Avengers, or to get to where they are just now. It wasn't worth it. Thankfully, I'm not into Marvel, as you see by the last video I made, and I wouldn't have been bothered if they made Avengers 3 movies in. I didn't need 3 boring Iron Man movies, 2 boring Thor movies. in order to get to something, Avengers or two Hulk movies that they just didn't seem to work. I liked though. And leading up to the Avengers movie that then ended up with a different Hulk actor. So I don't need that. I don't need that sort of explanation. I get with BVS, Man of Steel BVS, and Superman is gone. It was told in in a trilogy. It was told in one story. We've got there. It's made, and in such a short journey, it's made more than Marvel did when they took 6 films to get to that sort of money. I've recently banned that guy, so we'll never probably know my version because I just felt like the page wasn't for him, and he was commenting again, putting stuff down, and I'm thinking, you do know this is a DC page. So I thought, no, this page isn't for you, pal. Move on. So there we go. Next one is, I know everybody's got their opinions, everybody's free to make that, but you can make your opinions in a page that is DC and Marvel. This page that I run is just for DC. That's like being in a footballers club or American footballers, bar or something. That in walks a guy with the opposing team shirt on. It's not really welcomed, and it's not really, you don't really go in there chanting your songs and praising the other team. It just doesn't work well. It causes a lot of problems. So that is why I did it. Another one, Geoff Johns has come out and said, and I love Geoff Johns. I love him. He's my favourite writer, and I thought he could turn his wee magic onto the films as well. And I don't know if he's saying these things in order to give hope to those people that didn't like the previous movies. He's saying something like, we're moving into an area where it's going to be more heroic, more heartwarming and heartfelt and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, Geoff, but you've got to appeal to the people that love the movies and saw a lot of heroic moments. Saw Superman's sacrifice and Man of Steel, and with the World Machine and stepping forward and taking on the full Zod people and saving the pilot from aeroplane drop and stuff like that, and walking a thin line between hatred between the humans and stuff. Then you got BVS, flies across the world, rescues a girl from a burning building, falls in love with Lois Lane, sacrifices himself, his death with Doomsday, teams up, becomes and he loves his mum and loves his dad. It longs for them, and Batman longs for his family that has been killed by, i.e. Robin and stuff. So there is a lot of heartfelt moments and heroic moments in these films, and if people do not see that, then do you need highlighted moment? Do you need like subtitles at the bottom, like, look, this is Superman smiling. Oh, this is Superman being heroic. Oh, this is Superman. Do you not understand these moments? Even the stills of Superman rescuing the astronauts or pulling the boat with survivors on it. So let me hear your comments about these, and let us hear below. So in a nutshell, yep, Rotten Tomatoes closed down, your system ain't working. 2, Batman family movies. Yes, of course, we're all making Batman movies, Nightwing movies, Batgirl movies, but it can also bring out other heroes. People can have, you never know, you might bring in the Question in a Batman movie, you might bring in Constantine movie. It opens the door to other villains, other creatures, other cities, other team ups. They'll get the money off of that, and then they can maybe afford to go in a different direction, and take more risks. Marvel films, let's face it, they may have made money, but some of them are really dire and bad. So that's what DC can do as well if they're having. Anyway, so no, I'm not against the DC Batman franchise. I do hope though they'll find a Flash director soon. Still more rumours about that. Captain Shazam, get that on board. So it's not all about Batman family, you know, and you got the Gotham Sirens and the women. It's just, for me, the Batman family, there's a lot more characters in it that you can make something out of a movie compared to something like Superman. I mean, you can. What Superman allies are there that you can make a movie of? Maybe you know better than I. Put your comments below. Lobo or something. I don't know. Mixopidlix. The Legion of Doom, Flash, Gorilla Grodd movie or something. But with the Batman, it's more, I don't know, I think it would be just more easier. And it's not anything to do with money, it's just that there's a wide range of characters there that has been in Batman's household. Anyway, we'll cut that in a nutshell. And then you've got Geoff Jones' statement, you know, and if you know something that Geoff Jones has helped with the Wonder Woman script. You see his name on the credits and everything else. Was that the WonderCon thing? Yeah, I'm sure he was there. No, he wasn't. No, Geoff Johns wasn't there along with the Chinese guy. That's who we need. We need all these guys coming forward and letting us know. And if I'm wrong in any of these subjects, whatever I've said today, let me know in the comments below. So, yep. And as I say, for the latest news and stuff and more positive news as well, check out the Facebook page, Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope. And thank you.